What the hell did you say to me? What a jerk.
Well, that's it. You know what we're going to do? We are going to find out exactly who it is that leaked the fact that you wrote General Homicide. We're going to get that information right now.
No, that so-called reporter wouldn't reveal his sources. Lucy, are you sure you didn't accidentally say something to someone?
No, Doc, I did not accidentally say one single little word. I promise. I swear. I admit I was extremely tempted, but I did not say anything to anybody, okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Ugh.
Hello, this is Kevin Collins. Yes, I wrote General Homicide, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Hi, Jerry. My publisher. No, my phone hasn't stopped ringing since someone leaked my name to the press. Well, of course, I can grasp the concept of publicity, but whatever happened to me keeping a low profile? Jerry... You know what, Jerry? Fine. Fine. Just set it up. Goodbye.
Oh. Thank you.
You know what this means, don't you?
Yes, I do. We most definitely have to get an unlisted phone number.
It means that our lives, as we know it, are about to change.
Not too much, right?
Is there a problem, miss?
No, not at all. I'm just looking for my registration.
It's hard searching in the dark.
No need to search. I found it. It's right here.
Why don't you step out of the vehicle for me, please? Dr. Devlin?
What are you doing skulking around here?
I just completed an inventory check, and 20 cc's of the compound is missing.
It's okay. I was injecting one of the rats. I dropped a vial on the floor. I'll take care of it.
But the hospital regulations require that all pharmaceutical use in the lab must be written in the log.
I'm very aware of what hospital regulations are. I said I'd take care of the oversight myself. Is that all?
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Dr. Devlin. Listen, I want another Chem 20 and a Sedrate on Frank Scanlon. No, excuse me. My patient's critical. Just do as I say.
You've been working for 12 hours straight. I think Frank would want you to go home. You need to rest.
What I need right now is to be left alone to be able to do my work, okay?
No, that's not okay because you're tired and you're frustrated. And I think that you need to go into the on-call room at
But Karen,
least.
I am not
prepared.
tired, okay? I just wish you would stop hovering over me.
You do whatever you need to get through this. If you need to yell, you can yell at me. Yell at me, whatever you need, okay?
I don't need to yell at you. I mean, I wouldn't be able to put one foot in front of the other if it wasn't for you.
Our kids are supposed to outlive us. I just never imagined that this could happen to one of my children.
Oh, Mary, I am so sorry.
He's gone?
No, he's not gone. He's still fighting.
There's no change in his condition.
You know, I was holding his hand, and I saw that scar in his thumb. Remember that? Remember how he got that?
It was his 11th birthday, and Dr. Hardy gave him a fishing rod.
Oh, Steve and Frank used to chat about fishing at least twice a week when he dropped off the paper.
That's right. He just got so excited that time that he was putting on that hook, and he gashed his finger, and he didn't even cry.
That sounds like Frank.
He was always so brave.
And he's also very stubborn, which is exactly why he's going to pull through this.
You and your brother have always been a blessing. And blessings just don't disappear. Hmm? He's going to pull through this, I'm sure.
Oh, thank you. We're praying you're right.
Thank you, Audrey.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
Good night.
Mary. Forgive me, there's no easy way to ask this, but I need your permission to get a copy of the coroner's autopsy report in the event of Frank's death.
Why?
I have been doing everything in my power to save his life, including implanting the Devlin M1 heart valve. Assessing the performance of the device could potentially help thousands of people.
My brother is fighting for his life, and you're planning a post-mortem? You stay away from him.
You made the antagonist in your book a serial killer. Your own brother was a serial killer. Isn't that opportunistic? Rather like Ted Kaczynski's brother writing a book about a Unabomber?
I had hoped, Mr. Durham, that publishing my book under a pseudonym would avoid comparisons like that.
Well, comparisons are going to be made, especially by people who live in Port Charles.
My book is a work of fiction. It's not an autobiography. Now, if people choose to misinterpret my work, I can't help that.
But your characters are so thinly disguised. Dr. Neville Melvin, for instance, is described in your book as a world-renowned cardiologist and pompous womanizer. Some people might recognize him to be Dr. Bennett Devlin.
Well, I'm not going to confirm or deny any similarities.
Then let me ask you, Miss Coe, if you see any resemblance between yourself and the character of Nancy Cole?
Yes, I do, because we're both very attractive and very savvy women who, well, we tend to have a bit of an extravagant behavior every now and then at times, but past that, no comparison at all.
Then you didn't mind when Nancy was murdered.
Oh, no. Heavens, no, because, you know, mistakes in fashion, it's kind of a killing offense.
Now, Nancy plays hot and heavy with Dr. Kenneth Collier, the debonair psychiatrist who could be likened to your very own Dr. Collins.
Well, yes, Kevin is very debonair.
But is he faithful? See, in the book, Dr. Collier has an affair with Bev Lambeth, a young intern.
Well, see, in real life, Kevin happens to have many fine qualities, one of which is fidelity. He also has a very wild, exciting imagination. Even better than yours, pal.
So the cop wrote me out a citation and then asked me for my phone number.
Did you give it to him?
No, but I thought about it. Not to mention the fact that if he hadn't pulled me over, I might be in jail for drug possession. And I could kiss my reinstatement at GH goodbye.
Well, somebody is definitely trying to screw with you here.
Okay, tell me about it. All right, listen, when I got home to the Scanlon house, there were cops there with a search warrant for me, waiting for me. Thank God I had the good sense to stop at a gas station and flush that cocaine or whatever it was down the
Hey, ixnay on the cocaine.
Well,
Serena's upstairs.
sorry.
I'll give you one guess who's behind this.
Devlin.
Yes.
Gosh, I can't believe he would do this to me. Yes, I can believe he would do this to me. You know, he is not going to quit until I drop that sexual harassment suit.
Well, he's still going to keep coming after you. Don't you understand? You're some kind of a loose cannon out there. He wants you contained.
Wow, you sure do know how to make a girl feel secure.
Come on, I haven't let anything happen to you now, have I?
Well, I'm not practicing medicine anymore. I almost got thrown in the can for drug possession, but no. Somehow you always manage to untie me from the train tracks just in time.
Well, Devlin is desperate. He is very desperate right now, and desperate people, they make mistakes.
I'm really sorry, Frank. If I hadn't gone up on that roof, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. I wish I could change everything. From the day I first came home to live with you, to the night I went on that roof. And I would find a way to do it. I screwed up really bad this time, didn't I? You were the only person who ever tried to help me. You tried, but I ruined everything. Please get better, so I can have a second chance. And I promise, I will get better.
You tell him I'll call him back. Hey, Frank. It's me. Time to wake up now. Do you remember when we were kids? Mom would check on us every night to make sure we were sleeping. And you usually were. But I could never nod off. And one night, played possum on me. You didn't wake up. I started freaking out. And then you opened your eyes and you laughed. You scared the hell out of me then, Frank. You were scaring the hell out of me now. So open your eyes and laugh.
I thought I'd lost you.
The next time you try free falling, you better take along a parachute, okay?
Once you get on your feet, I'm going to make sure you keep them on the ground.
How's Lark?
She walked away without a scratch.
The last thing I remember is helping her down.
You saved her life, Frank.
I'm glad she's okay. Where is she?
Lark ran away. No one knows where she is. Great news. Frank is awake.
Oh, Mary and Joe must be walking on air right now.
They're in with him now.
We gotta celebrate. What are you doing tomorrow night?
I'll probably just do my laundry. The pile's getting ready to overtake my apartment.
Come on, Grace. Nobody does their laundry on their birthday.
How did you know tomorrow was my birthday?
Oh, I'm never gonna reveal my sources now. In fact, I found out you don't even like to celebrate the big day.
Well, I'm one of those people who stopped commemorating growing older after I turned 21. But this year, I am glad to be alive.
Well, then let's celebrate together. Unless you'd rather stay home and wash your uniform.
What, are you kidding? Nobody does laundry on their birthday.
Listen, I want another full blood workup on Frank Scanlon.
Fine. His cardiac condition continued to improve through the night.
Splendid. Do you know if respiratory's extubated him yet?
I believe they're going to do that this morning.
Okay, well then the only thing left is to wean him off the isofrol.
Yes, sir.
I want to be notified if there's any change in the patient's condition immediately, okay?
Of course.
Thanks, Linda.
Hey, what's up?
Don't ask.
This belongs to you.
What is this?
Oh, like you don't know.
You shouldn't be throwing cocaine around.
It's sugar. It just looks like the stuff that you planted on Eve, but she found it before the cops did.
I suggest you tell your client that trafficking in narcotics is a risky business.
I got a little news flash for you. Next time you pull a stunt like this, the cops are going to find drugs on you, except you're going to be floating face down the river.
Your theatrics are starting to bore me.
You want a war, Devlin? I'll give you a war.
Mr. Baldwin, you and Dr. Devlin seem to have no love lost between you. Is that true?
Who are you?
David Durham from the Herald, doing an article about the novel General Homicide.
Well, everything you read about Devlin is true.
Do you feel the author was accurate in his characterization, Dr. Lambert?
Oh, more than accurate.
Including the affair Dr. Melvin had with your character in the book?
No comment.
But if you think the author was accurate in his characterization...
Hey, she said no comment, okay? We're involved in a lawsuit right now with the hospital. I'm her attorney.
Well then, Mr. Baldwin, would you comment on how you feel about being portrayed as a hot-headed lawyer with a total disregard...
I'm not a hothead, all right? It's just a book, you idiot.
Even so, it has to make you a little angry being ripped to shreds by your friend.
What are you talking about?
Kevin Collins wrote General Homicide.
Nothing like a kiss from a beautiful woman to revive a man.
Then I'm not dreaming.
No, as a matter of fact, your lab results show that you're well on the road to recovery.
See? Miracles happen. No one can make me believe differently.
Thank you so much for saving his life.
Oh. No, sweetheart, I may have done a good job sewing him up, but it was his excellent physical condition that saved his life. You mean an awful lot to my daughter, young man. And I don't intend to let anybody else supervise your recovery. I'm going to do it myself personally.
Dr. Devlin, I can never repay you for saving your son's life.
Well, you know, the truth of it is, Mary, I think your prayers did just as much good as my surgical skills.
Dr. Devlin, I just want to apologize for what I said to you earlier. You are one hell of a surgeon.
Well, thank you so much, Joe. And it's days like this that remind me why I became a doctor. Years of surgical practice finally pays off, and you get a chance to make a difference in people's lives. There's no feeling like it in the world.
So to what do we owe this unexpected?
Well, we just want to meet the great Umo Nuno.
Anomenon.
Whatever.
Oh, good. You know now. I've been dying to tell you and discuss this with you, but I had to bite my tongue.
Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot of uninvited guests.
Yeah, they'll show up with a pole, a bucket of tar, and some feathers.
Oh, come on, Tal. You were portrayed in the book in an endearing manner.
What are you talking about, Lucy? I was baked in some oven with an apple shoved in my mouth.
Yeah, well, I was killed at my nurse's ball.
Yeah, but I'm not some hot-headed, loudmouth, apple-eating attorney.
Yeah, right. Just like I'm not some self-centered glamour don't.
Hey, you know, I love the Beth Lambeth character. I think she was fabulous. The witty, sexy, wisecracking intern who has men falling helplessly at her feet.
Please. I found her disgusting and tacky the way she threw herself at Dr. Collier.
And Nancy isn't tacky?
Maybe her clothes were...
Hey, it's a book! Can we stop talking about it? It's a work of fiction. That means I made it up. That means it isn't true. It's meant to be fun, not dissected to death. What? Oh, that's great news. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing such wonderful news.
What is it? What's the matter now?
The orders for General Homicide have tripled.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be a bestseller.
Shut up! Public's only interested now because they know the author is the twin brother of a serial killer.
Dr. Devlin, David Durham with the Herald. Could I ask you a few questions?
Concerning?
For starters, how do you feel about your character assassination in the novel General Homicide?
I don't read trash. I don't comment on trash. Now, unless you have a security clearance, you're trespassing. I'm going to call security.
You should stick to prescribing narcotics, Doctor. Because your skill at planting them on people is going to need a lot of work. And Eve Lambert's smarter than you think.
She was lucky. Everybody's luck runs out sometime.
Yeah, well, forget about Eve, because you've got bigger problems. Take a look at what your formula's done to these rats. They're tearing each other apart. You market this stuff to humans, you're going to have World War III on your hands.
This is Kevin Newman.
And Lisa McCree. Tomorrow, your home. Small changes, big results. Color your home.
Plus TV's Lois Lane, actress Terry Hatcher, tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Want the inside scoop this week on Port Charles? Click over to abc.com for an exclusive sneak peek.